as a landscape contractor, do I need separate insurance for when I snow plow in the winter? Holy smokes, that's brilliant. Because he's not really a landscape, he's not landscaping anymore in the winter, but he is using, it's probably the way he thinks about his business.
Yeah.
I work in the yard a lot during the warm months and I plow. So in that situation, how does he handle that?
Yeah, so for that situation, we can write a policy that covers you as a landscaper under that classification, and then if you're going to do incidental snow plowing in the wintertime, we can add an endorsement under that policy to cover that classification as well.
But is it safe to assume that if he hasn't asked and you haven't written specifically for that, he's probably not covered?
Yeah, it's safe to assume that you would be in jeopardy of having a claim that was not covered.
And what's your thought process? It's not his primary work. He hasn't told us in advance that, you know, his landscaping will also be this thing in the winter. Like, where is that sort of demarcation between, I mean, he's working, right? But is it because it's not part of the primary business description? Like, when, I mean, that's an easy example, but I'm thinking of all these guys in the trades.
Well, we talked about this, though, and it's if you're going from landscaping to plowing, it's not the coverage of driving the truck landscaping or driving the truck plowing. It's what can happen while you're plowing. We talked about it, whether it's an icy driveway for some reason, or you did put a pile of snow somewhere and somebody falls and slips. That's really the coverage that you don't have as the landscape driver versus the snowplow driver. And my other advice would be is, as a contractor, or going out and doing things, ask the questions and say, so if you're doing 50 driveways or you're doing parking lots, don't try to skirt the issue to pay less money in the insurance and then be undercovered because you've done a parking lot and you're not covered because it's a commercial building or something, correct?
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. And we find for the most part that contractors are keeping coverage and they have a good amount of coverage, because they're not getting paid unless they have the proper coverage. They need to provide that certificate of insurance, and the best motivation to keep that policy is getting paid.
Is getting paid. Yeah. Thanks for watching. This Old House has got a video for just about every home improvement project, so be sure to check out the others. And if you like what you see, click on the subscribe button to make sure that you get our newest videos right in your feed.